there, welcome along to Good Morning Transfers. We are into
breaking news to bring you, and this looks like really good news.
Welcome to Gunners Breaking, your home for the latest Arsenal news, transfer updates and breaking stories. If you're a true Gooner, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and let's get straight into today's story. Fictional story: Arsenal move for Bruno Guimaraes and Julian Alvarez in a stunning £100 million double deal. The summer transfer window had barely reached its busiest stage when football fans around the world woke up to sensational rumours linking Arsenal with two of the biggest stars in world football, Bruno Guimaraes and Julian Alvarez. According to widespread speculation, Arsenal's board had reportedly identified the two South American stars as the perfect additions to strengthen Mikel Arteta's squad for the upcoming campaign. Although nothing had been officially confirmed, social media exploded with excitement as thousands of Arsenal supporters began imagining what the team could look like with both players wearing the famous red and white shirt. Hashtags supporting the transfers quickly began trending, while fans shared dream lineups and discussed how the pair could transform Arsenal into genuine Premier League and Champions League contenders. Inside the fictional story, Arsenal's sporting director had spent months studying the squad. While the club had made significant progress in recent seasons, they believed one more major step was needed to compete consistently with Europe's elite clubs. Experience, creativity, leadership and clinical finishing were identified as the missing ingredients. Bruno Guimaraes was viewed as the complete midfielder. His ability to control possession, win tackles, dictate the tempo of matches and deliver accurate forward passes made him an ideal partner for Arsenal's existing midfield stars. Coaches believed his leadership qualities would immediately improve the team's mentality in difficult matches. Meanwhile, Julian Alvarez represented the perfect attacking solution. His relentless pressing, intelligent movement, versatility and eye for goal had impressed scouts for years. Arsenal believed he could play as a central striker, second striker, or even on either wing, giving Arteta multiple tactical options. In this fictional scenario, Arsenal's board approved an ambitious investment worth £100 million to pursue both players. The decision demonstrated the club's determination to build a squad capable of challenging for every major trophy. Negotiations were described as difficult but respectful. Representatives from every club involved held several meetings discussing transfer fees, payment structures, bonuses and personal terms. Every small detail became important as lawyers, sporting directors and agents worked tirelessly behind the scenes. Throughout London, Arsenal supporters eagerly refreshed their phones every few minutes, hoping for fresh updates. Every journalist's post generated thousands of comments, while fan channels debated whether both transfers could actually happen. At Arsenal's training ground, the existing players reportedly welcomed the possibility of new world-class teammates. They understood that greater competition for places would only improve the squad and increase the club's chances of winning silverware. Arteta remained calm throughout the speculation. Publicly, he focused only on preparing his current players for the new season. Privately, however, he continued discussing tactical ideas with his coaching staff, imagining how Bruno Guimaraes and Julian Alvarez might fit into his preferred system. The coaching staff believed Bruno's composure under pressure would allow Arsenal to dominate possession against even the strongest opponents. His passing range would help launch attacks quickly, while also providing defensive stability whenever Arsenal lost the ball. Alvarez, on the other hand, would bring relentless energy to the front line. His willingness to chase defenders, create space for teammates and finish chances from almost any position made him one of the most attractive attacking options available in world football. Fans began creating fictional starting lineups featuring Bruno controlling the midfield alongside Declan Rice, while Alvarez led an exciting attack supported by Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli and Martin Odegaard. The imagined combinations filled supporters with hope that Arsenal could finally end their long wait for major domestic success. As pre-season approached, excitement reached extraordinary levels. Every photograph from Arsenal's training sessions attracted millions of views. Supporters eagerly searched for clues suggesting that major announcements might be imminent. In this fictional story, negotiations eventually reached their final stages. Club executives became increasingly optimistic that agreements could soon be completed if every remaining detail was resolved successfully. The atmosphere around the Emirates Stadium became electric. Fans discussed the potential impact of the signings in cafes, pubs, workplaces, schools, and online communities. The dream of seeing Bruno Guimaraes and Julian Alvarez wearing Arsenal colours united supporters across the world. Whether discussing tactical flexibility, midfield balance, attacking depth, or leadership, optimism surrounded every conversation. Supporters believed these additions could elevate Arsenal to another level and strengthen the squad for both domestic and European competitions. As anticipation continued to grow, everyone waited for official confirmation, knowing that in football, anything can happen until contracts are signed and announcements are made. The excitement surrounding Arsenal's reported pursuit of Bruno Guimaraes and Julian Alvarez continued to grow with every passing day. Although the club had yet to make an official announcement, supporters remained hopeful that something special was unfolding behind the scenes. Football discussions across television, radio, podcasts and social media were dominated by one question. Could Arsenal really pull off one of the biggest transfer windows in recent history? Inside this fictional story, Arsenal's recruitment team worked around the clock. Meetings were held late into the evening as club executives reviewed every aspect of the potential deals. They carefully examined financial plans, contract structures, performance bonuses, and long-term sporting objectives. The ambition was clear: to build a squad capable of competing for every trophy. Manager Mikel Arteta continued preparing the team for pre-season, but he also spent hours with his coaching staff discussing how the new arrivals could fit into Arsenal's tactical system. Whiteboards filled with diagrams covered the walls of the analysis room as coaches explored different formations. One option placed Bruno Guimaraes at the heart of midfield alongside Declan Rice, creating a partnership built on strength, intelligence and technical quality. Martin Odegaard would operate just ahead of them, while Julian Alvarez would lead a dynamic attack supported by Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli. Another tactical plan saw Alvarez playing slightly deeper, allowing him to drift between the lines, create opportunities for teammates and press defenders relentlessly whenever Arsenal lost possession. The coaching staff admired Bruno's leadership qualities. Even in difficult matches, he remained calm under pressure and constantly encouraged teammates. Arsenal believed those characteristics would prove invaluable during the most demanding moments of the season. Alvarez, meanwhile, impressed everyone with his incredible work rate. He never stopped running, constantly chased defenders, and had an instinctive ability to find space inside the penalty area. His versatility meant Arteta could rotate the squad without sacrificing quality. As pre-season matches approached, Arsenal players returned to London Colney full of determination. Fitness coaches pushed everyone through intense training sessions designed to prepare them for another challenging campaign. Supporters gathered outside the training ground every morning, hoping to catch a glimpse of new arrivals. Whenever an unfamiliar vehicle entered the gates, speculation immediately spread across social media. Fans recorded videos, shared photographs, and debated whether Arsenal's latest transfer breakthrough had finally arrived. Inside the dressing room, senior players spoke about the importance of maintaining focus despite the constant rumours. They understood that speculation would continue until official announcements were made. The club's medical department also prepared for the possibility of welcoming new signings. Fitness assessments, medical examinations and performance testing equipment were made ready, should any transfer agreements be completed. Throughout Europe, rival clubs closely monitored Arsenal's ambitious plans. Many believed that if the North London side strengthened both midfield and attack with elite talent, they would become one of the strongest teams on the continent. Back at the Emirates Stadium, supporters imagined the atmosphere on opening day. They pictured Bruno Guimaraes walking onto the pitch to a thunderous ovation before Julian Alvarez followed, proudly wearing the famous red and white shirt. Children asked their parents for new Arsenal jerseys bearing the names of their favourite stars. Fan stores prepared for increased demand, while online discussions focused on possible squad numbers and debut matches. The media attention surrounding Arsenal reached extraordinary levels. Every press conference attracted huge audiences, with journalists asking Arteta the same questions repeatedly.